Sometimes the check that you issue to your supplier may be returned by your bank for some valid reasons. In this video, you are going to learn how to enter a return check back to your company's bank account. At account entry, select payment. Assuming on the 12th of October, you had issued a check to your supplier ABC, and this check is being returned. Click on Supplier's debit journal. Click Add. Enter the supplier's ID ABC and the return date 13th of October. At Chart of Accounts, enter the word bank and select the relevant bank to credit the amount. At the text, enter out of scope for purchase OP. At the particulars field, enter the reasons for the return and any other relevant information. Once complete, click Save. Print later. Exit from the supplier's debit journal entry. If the supplier is advised to re-bank in the check again the next day, return back to the payment module and click Add Supplier. Repeat the steps again to reissue a check to the supplier ABC. Enter the supplier's ID ABC and select the relevant bank and the check amount. Enter the re-banking date and the check number. We recommend to insert a suffix R to reflect the re-bank in of the check. Next, click Offset and apply this check to the debit note that was raised just now. Enter the relevant remarks for these transactions. Once complete, click Save. Click Print Later and exit from the payment module. At Enquiry, select GL account activity. Enter the bank code and select the relevant bank. Notice that the bank is being debited when the check is returned, and on the next day, the amount is credited out of the bank again. At Reports, Supplier's Ledger, select Supplier's account activity. Enter the supplier's code and view the supplier's accounts. The return check amount is reflected on the credit side of the supplier's entry through the supplier's debit journal. And on the next day, the check is being re-banked in and the amount is debited out of the supplier's accounts. If the return check is due to a GL payment, for example in this case, the amount is credited against the bank and debit to the salary account. Click on Receipt. Click Add GL. Depending on the accounts code, if there are too many accounts at the earlier entry, we can safely select Contra account because it is going to be reversed out again the next day. And enter the return date and the check number. Debit the bank, Select the bank passcode and enter the amount. Enter the remarks. Once complete, click Save. Exit from the receipt GL entry. Return back to the payment module again and click Add GL. Repeat the steps as to making the payment back to the supplier into the GL entry. Select Contra account again to debit back the accounts. At the text passcode, enter out of scope for purchase. Enter the rebank in date. And the remarks. Enter the check number. Once complete, click Save. Exit from the GL payment entry. You have successfully learned how to do a return check to the supplier's accounts and to rebank into the supplier's accounts.